Welcome to ISE's Equity Index Weekly Outlook, a weekly outlook on ISE and other industry indexes, hosted by Patrick Ceresna, a derivative market specialist and investment manager with extensive expertise in options and the broader derivative markets. ISE trades options on more than 15 proprietary sector indexes, as well as broad-based indexes and a variety of licensed benchmarks. ISE continually enhances its trading systems and develops new index options products to provide investors with the best marketplace and investment tools to trade smarter.
Hello and welcome to the ISE Equity Index Outlook for September 12, 2011. This is Patrick Ceresna. As always, we start off with a chart of the S&P 500 using that SPDR exchange traded fund symbol SPY. Last week and over the last few weeks, we've been talking about the rising wedge formation that would come up and test those zones around the 122 to even as high as the 124 area on the upside. Eventually, we were anticipating that this would fail and subsequently have a minimum a retest of the 110 area where the bottoms came in from the August 9th lows, but we could also see a breakdown that could see us come down towards the flash crash lows down in the 104, 106, or even the 100 area on the downside. At this juncture, we favor just the scenario of a retest of the lows, but if there's enough news catalyst to accompany it, it certainly could spiral into one full measured move lower. Next year, I want to take a look at that ISE U.S. Regional Banks Index, which is symbol JLO, where we drew that little blue box in there last week talking about that so long as the regional banks remain consolidating sideways and below that zone, that there's room for another breakdown move, particularly if it was accompanied by a breakdown of the S&P 500. If really at this stage, if it's very heavy, it's wiped out a lot of its up days. At this stage, if the S&P 500 has a really bad start to the week, well, we could see those regional banks break to new lows. Next year, I want to take a look at the ISE Index, which is symbol SIN. This is an index of all the casino, tobacco, and distiller companies. We have that identical wedge formation that we are seeing on all the charts where failed rally attempts that are rolling over. Again, if this accompanies the S&P 500, we should see a retest not only the 113, 115, but if everything kind of spirals into some more aggressive selling, which it could, we could definitely see the 107 to 109 level, which was sort of the lows at the last leg of the September 2010 bottom. Next year, I want to take a look at the ISE Home Builders Index, which is symbol RUF, and the home builders having consolidated sideways to downwards, just the same as regional banks, and essentially they're going to follow suit here. If we see any follow-through selling coming in early this week, then we could see a break of that $6 area, which could see even a quick $1 wipeout on the home builders as it heads down towards the 555 and then $5 on the downside. And so we'll be watching to see whether this whole thing spirals. Now, of course, again, I want to emphasize that we do favor the scenario where the S&P 500 simply just retests the lows. And under those situations, the home builders wouldn't have the momentum to make it all the way down to the $5 area. But we certainly could see a temporary break to lower lows before the whole market stabilizes. Next year, I want to take a look at that ISE Natural Gas Index, which is symbol FUM, and the Natural Gas Index continues to consolidate sideways in a triangle, and just like all the other markets, if we see that weakness, we could see a breakdown below the 106 level, and we could see 100 on the downside, or if it really spirals into very aggressive selling, we could see even that 90 level on the downside. Finally, I want to take a look at the ISE Mini FTSE 100 Index, which is symbol UKX, and essentially we are now having a breakdown move off this wedge as well here. We'll be watching to see whether or not the FTSE breaks to a lower low. Our first inclination is that the 500 level should try to hold any sell-offs here, but if we have a break, we should have a very quick drop to 480 marked off by that blue box, but very big picture support doesn't come in all the way until the 440, 460 area if we have a break to lower lows. So we'll be watching to see whether there's really follow-through selling in any early part of this week. That was your ISE Equity Index Outlook. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for participating in this week's session. Please join us again next week. For more information about Patrick Ceresna and to sign up for free index options trade alerts, visit www.optionsource.net. To learn more about ISE index options, visit us at www.ise.com/indexoptions.